Welcome back to my channel, guys. My name is Mora Lizzie. You can as well call me Ijele. So before I proceed to the aim of this video, let me quickly thank all my subscribers, people that have loved my video in any way, shared and subscribed to my channel. I say thank you and may God bless you all. For the people that are yet to subscribe and people that are new to my channel, please subscribe to my channel so that you will be the first set of people that will get notification whenever I drop my new video. You can as well write me the I have subscribed writing on my description box so that I will give you my special shout out. So, to the aim of this video, still on my hot seat today is the ozone ship, which inhabits or which the house inmates are OZO and NENGI. But before I go further into talking about the details of the video, let me quickly remind us all that in this channel, I use zodiac signs to fix relationships, and I use zodiac signs to tell what will become of a certain relationship in the nearest future from their innate or inborn traits. So, like I always used to tell us, our zodiac sign is our psychology and our psychology is our zodiac sign. Because whatever we do, how we react to things, how our conscious thoughts, how we react to grudges, how we react to revenge and every other thing boils down to our zodiac sign. Our insecurities, our fears and anxieties, everything that comes from our thoughts or our psychic is from our zodiac sign. So, in my last video about the ozone ship, I said that in my next video, I will point out the traits of the two inmates of this ship that will definitely disturb the smooth sailing of this ship, of the ozone ship. That is OZO and NENGI's traits that may likely fuel the tabloid in the nearest future, or that will possibly wreck or crash the ozone ship when the ovation is down and when the attention has deviated from the ozone ship to the new housemates of the next season. What will become of ozone ship? I said I will point them out today in this video. But before I go into that, let me quickly shed some light in their rising signs, which is what we perceive them as, which is what most of the times they spent in the Big Brother mansion was what we saw them as. But then, that is not the core of who they are. So, the aspect of OZO whom the ozone shippers love and cherish is his rising sign, which is what we perceive them as. I have said it earlier in my videos that your rising sign is the sign, one of the constellations of the 12 zodiac that is rising on the eastern horizon at the moment of your birth. So for you to determine this rising sign, you have to give your time of birth, the exact time of birth and the location of birth. So to determine your rising sign, time and location is the most paramount. So OZO rising sign is likely to be in Cancer. As a zodiac expert, I said that OZO's rising is likely to be in Cancer because of some of the attributes that he or traits that he exhibited in the house. Example of these attributes include being shy. He is a shy guy. So that is one of the attributes that made me say that OZO has a rising in Cancer. Your rising sign is what people perceive you as, but is not the core of your personality. Your rising sign only contributes about 20% of your total personality, while another 20% is in other planet placements. All the 9 planets, you have a placement on them. So, but about 60% of who you are is your core personality, or the truth of who you are. And that truth of who you are, you share it with everybody born in that sign with you. So the core of who you are is where you were born, and 60% of that personality you inherit from that place you were born. Every other person born in that same trait with you will possess 60% of these traits, of which 40% of every other thing that comprise all your personal personalities comes from your rising, and 20% from your other placement. This is what differentiates you from every other person. Example, let's assume that you are a Leo born. You have 60% traits with every Leo born, but your rising differentiates you from all the Leos and your other planets placements. So the aspect of Ozo that people love and cherish is his rising sign. This can only be determined by the time and place of your birth, like I said it before. So some of his traits that made me to say as an expert that Ozo has his rising in Cancer is: 1, being shy. Aside that, he is family oriented. He is a family oriented guy. And he blocks communication when he is annoyed. It's another serious trait of a Cancer. When something pisses them off, they don't always like to talk about it. They can block communication immediately, so that they will protect their heart from being hurt. He is a shy guy. Outside the house, in many occasions, you will see him walk past Nengi like she is a total stranger to him. It's a trait of a Cancer. They are family oriented too, and they cherish women that can keep families and make the home front neat and cook all the time and serve. That is the first thing that attracts any Cancer born, or anybody that has Cancer placement, be it the rising or anywhere Cancer appear in your chart. You will cherish any woman, or if he is a Cancer man, or vice versa. I don't do gender here, so vice versa, they will cherish anybody that loves the home front, and they have this tendency to love their mother excessively. If their mother is late, they will transfer the love to their sisters, or any sister who plays a motherly role to him. So what's some of the traits that those rising signs that we see Ozo as is what we all fell in love with. That is his Cancer personality. But there is still a part of him that has not shown, and that is the core of who he is. So back to Nengi. Nengi, being born on the 1st of January as a Capricorn, makes her a Capricorn native. But in Nengi's case, I, as a zodiac expert, believes or suspects that Nengi's rising sign is in Gemini. What are those traits that make me feel that Nengi's rising sign is in Gemini? 1, shamelessness. Geminis are shameless. You will see her wearing some exposing clothes. Excuse me. They live their life outside and have fun, irrespective of who is looking on. That is a Gemini trait. And she has this dual personality that every Gemini has. Sometimes they are sensitive, sometimes they are not sensitive, sometimes they are in for something, sometimes they are not in. Though that duality, sometimes she gives us a signal of I am in for this relationship, sometimes she's out, I am out from this relationship. That is a Gemini for you, blowing hot and cold all the time. That is a Gemini for you. So, and Ozo, being a Leo, could fall for her Gemini traits. Because Leos, as a fire sign, are attracted somehow to the Gemini, which are air signs. They share some things in common, which is their outgoing nature and their love to have fun. So now, Ozo's rising sign is compatible with Nengi's Capricorn. So what is compatible with Nengi and Ozo that we all are seeing and hoping for a long-term lasting relationship for them is Ozo's rising sign, which is just 20% of who he is, and is compatible to Nengi to some certain degree to Nengi's personality, which what they have in common is in about two aspects. One, they love the home front. Nengi as a Capricorn will be dedicated to the home front, keeping it neat, cooking homemade meals and all that, because they see relationship as work or as something that they will give in their all and work strictly for it, because Capricorns are strict on work. So everything for them, including relationship, is work. So Ozo is attracted to Nengi's Capricorn personality. Then another aspect of Capricorn that is attracted to a Cancer man is their sex life or dislike of PDA. They don't show love and affection outside. So because of this, Ozo's Cancer rising will always make him think that Nengi is a reserved girl, because he will not see her displaying affection outside and is traditional about her love and affection, whatever. So their dislike for PDA is one of the things that keeps Ozo attracted. This attracts him because he will think that Nengi is reserved. So majority of ozone shippers dwelling and fantasizing on this ozone ship is actually dwelling on Ozo's rising sign that is compatible with Nengi's part of Capricorn or some degree of Nengi's Capricorn. But because this rising signs is what we all watched in the Big Brother house. The rising sign is what we perceive them as, but does not mean what they truly are. So now, let us go down into the dark side of their real personality, or the core of who they are. The dark side of the core of who they are, which will likely crash or sink this ship when they are left alone and the ovation is no longer high and the attention on the ship is no longer high and the attention has been deviated to the new housemates. The dark sides of their personalities, of the true core personalities of Leo and Capricorn, that will most likely sink or crash this ship or give us news to the tabloid every single day. Unless self-awareness or conscious effort is being made. Because at the end of the day, it boils down to self-awareness and conscious effort. 1. Nengi as a Capricorn is a control freak. She loves every of her thing to be done in a certain way because she is practical, systemic, and grounded. Ozo, on the other hand, has a rising in Cancer. Cancers are overly protective of their loved ones, which makes them to become a control freak at some point. Then, coming to Ozo's Leo personality, he is very stubborn as a Leo and highly opinionated. This will make him not to allow Nengi to control him in any way. Because of his high stubbornness and seeing something from one perspective as a Leo. This, in return, might cause Ozo as a Leo to gang up, because Leos love ganging up. This trait will cause Ozo to gang up with, because he's a Cancer rising, he has extreme love for his mother and sisters. So if Nengi controlling traits starts to come to play, of which it will definitely come to play, Ozo will end up using his Leo traits to gang up with his sisters and his mother to turn against Nengi. That is a Leo trait for you. They love to gang up. Secondly, insecurity of Ozo. Insecurity of the Leos makes them to appear confident on the outside and very, very insecure on the inside. This insecurity of because Nengi, I suspect, her rising is in Gemini, this insecurity will affect this shift in a way. One, whenever Nengi as an actress plays a kissing role or every other aspect or sexual whatever role that is not too okay, it might not go, will definitely not go down with the Leo personality, because Leo as a lion will feel that his ego has been bruised or trampled on. Leos, as a big cat that they are, would not like his woman to be in those kissing and sex scenes. And his rising Cancer will simply make him to reject the woman entirely, because Cancers love homely and extremely reserved women. So that playing of kissing role might bring up the insecurity of the big cat, the lion, the Leo in Ozo, and makes him to be extremely insecure. And this has the tendency to wreck the ozone ship. Then let us go back a little bit in their times in the house. In their time in the house, I'm using Prince, which was born on the 1st of August, 2nd of August as a Leo personality, and Ozemenachukwu born on the 4th of August as a Leo personality too, as my case study. These two big cats or lions were in a love triangle with Nengi. Ozo, a Leo on the other hand, Prince, a Leo on the other hand. They kept on nominating each other back to back. That is the insecurity of a Leo. Prince kept on nominating Ozo and the kid Nengi. Ozo kept on nominating Prince and Kidwaya, because Ozo felt Nengi has a thing with Kidwaya, or Kidwaya has a thing with Nengi. So his insecurity was heightened, and every day he was asking for reassurance. That is how far the insecurity of a Leo can go. And that is a serious trait of a Leo personality. Prince, on the other hand, made Kidwaya, innocent Kidwaya. Okay, when they left the house, Prince still went out with his bitterness and insecurity and formed a gang up. Like I said, Leos love to gang up on somebody that they felt must have slighted them or something. Or maybe they love what they love. That's the love triangle or whatever. So he ganged up because of insecurity and bitterness from Nengi's rejection. He ganged up and formed alliance with almost all the evicted housemates to turn against Ozo and Nengi. That is how far the Leo insecurity can go. So, for a Leo personality, he doesn't want to know whether the woman cheated or not. What they know is that they are insecure and they will gang up against that woman. They will gang up and make sure that they are what they know is that they are insecure over something. They will gang up, and they see dating as a competition, or being in a relationship as a competition to prove a point that they are better than someone else. So this trait or this tendency of a Leo in Ozo is capable of wrecking the ozone ship in future when the ovation is down. Then 3, Nengi as a Capricorn native is traditional and has high taste for who they go out with, or who they date, or who they are in a relationship with. This trait of Nengi will make Ozo to become quite insecure, because he might feel that he is not up to, or he is not doing well up to the class of men that are Nengi's business associates or actors, just colleagues. If he doesn't have that kind of class or that kind of money to feel that he is in the same class with those men that Nengi is associating with, he will feel extremely insecure, and this trait is capable of wrecking the ozone ship. 4, Capricorns are aloof in relationships. Due to the seriousness of the Capricorn, because they are always serious with their work, duty, and time, he might not give Ozemena the attention that he needs as a Leo. Leos love to get attention and affection all the time from the people that they love. But Nengi, being ruled as a Capricorn or being influenced as a Capricorn by Saturn, by the planet Saturn, which is the planet of time, duty, and restriction, will not allow Nengi to give the adequate type of attention that Ozo demands as a Leo, because Capricorns knows nothing other than their job and their duties. It's not that they will not have fun at all, but the greater percentage of their life goes for their job and their duty, because that is the only way they feel their self. Even if you break up with a Capricorn, instead of going to cry, he or she will increase their work schedule. That is the way they will come. If they work from, as example, if they had been working from probably 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. and you break up with a Capricorn, instead of going to her bed or his bed to go and sulk, they will increase that work hour from, maybe draw it up to 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. at night, so that they will not even have time to think about you and the breakup. 5th, Nengi as a Capricorn native, her sex life has to fall into her routine, and it is traditional and in a traditional style. Her routine, her work schedule comes first before sex or anything. It has to fall into her routine, her pattern of, the way that she wants it to be done. Example, let's assume that she works from Monday to Saturday or from Monday to Friday. She will just go to her calendar and put Friday night sex. So every other sex will not come throughout this week until it falls in her routine, because she is practical, systemic, and grounded. They have a practical mindset. So she feels that I am working Mondays, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays, so don't interrupt me with frivolities like love or sex. Until it gets to the point where she has scheduled for it, before she will be receptible to any man or to have sex with anybody. And it will be in a depicted or a laid down style. You don't just bring out any freaky styles because they don't have a freaky bone. Capricorns don't have freaky bones. So it will be in a certain style and in the way they want it. Ozo, on the other hand, is a fire sign, a Leo personality, who has extremely sex urge, 100% sex urge as a fire sign. They are freaky. Their bones are freaky. They can have sex anywhere, club, toilets, kitchen tops, anywhere. Fire signs are fiery and passionate, and they are action oriented. All of a sudden, you merge him with a woman that has a specific schedule for sex. This particular trait is capable of wrecking the ozone ship beyond recognition, because fire signs don't do well with a fire sign man, don't do well with a practical earth sign woman, because a fire sign native is passionate and their sex life, their sex urge is very high. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, they have extremely sex urge, and they are the type of people that want to have sex everywhere. They don't care about who is looking on or who is coming. Once they have the urge, they are going down straight to business. And you now merge that person with a woman that waits for a particular day and a particular time and a particular time, because Capricorns want to have sex only at night with doors closed, duvet covered, and window blinds shut. This particular trait is capable of wrecking the ozone ship beyond recognition. Once the Leo begins to fill that gap and is not having that attention because you are working too much, he will develop a wandering eye. That is the main problem that normally comes up with the combination of a passionate sign or a fiery sign. Why I put a passionate sign? Because Scorpios are very passionate too, despite being a water sign. So when you merge a fire sign, all of them, Aries, Leo, and Sag, are very adventurous, both with their lifestyle and with their sex. Very adventurous. If they have sex today on the club toilet, they may decide tomorrow to have it in the hotel, or the next day to have it in the boot of the car or in the trunk of, just experimental like that. And whenever you merge them with a woman that is practical, grounded, and systemic from the earth sign, it doesn't go well. They will definitely develop a wandering eye. So, this is it for the ozone ship. In my video on ozone ship part 2, because this is just the part 1, because I don't want this video to be too lengthy or too long. So on my next video on ozone ship part 2, that I will reveal whether these two inmates of the ozone ship are compatible, because a lot of things has to be said. So, but my immediate next video, you watch out for Neo V ship. Neo V relationship will be my next to be put on the spotlight, but ozone ship still have another part. In that part, I will reveal whether the both of them are compatible or not. So, let me remind us all, I am open for consultation. Whatever you want to know about somebody's personality, and whether it's their rising sign, their moon signs, their emotions, Whatever it is that you want to know about a friend or an intending spouse or a parent or a sibling, whatever it is that you want to know concerning their mind and their behavior, hook me up. My email address will be on the description box, and my phone number will be in the description box as well. Like I always used to say, don't blame the individual, blame it on their zodiac signs, because that is the way they are born. Your zodiac sign is your psychology, and your psychology is your zodiac sign. Thank you.